This is Daily Gold. Let us begin. Okay, so coming in for today for Daily Gold, we did the Underbog. Now this one was located in Zanga Marsh, and this one's pretty dead straightforward. It's basically beeline it to the last boss and run around. I'm finding this quite simple with a lot of the TBC based dungeons where you don't have to dream walk in and out, especially with like Mana Tombs, Sethic Halls, this one, the Underbog, where you just literally have to just beeline it all the way through, slaying everything that you can while you're doing this, and then you'll be able to jump in and out of the instance because it takes you all the way back to the beginning again, which is quite handy for us dungeon runners. That being said, let's jump into towards the results. Coming into everything for today, we can have a look inside of Worth It, and we can have a look at my results for the Underbog. If we go over towards the search bar and we just type in Underbog, we can find it. It came to roughly around about 50,000 gold worth of value, so 50,864 gold. And if we go into everything, we can have a look at everything that we managed to actually farm up. That being said, if we have a look at all of this, we managed to get a lot of 𝐆𝐀𝐌𝐄 item, which I would like to talk about quickly, which is Sanguine Hibiscus. It doesn't go for all that much gold. It is a reputation item in which you can give into that NPC that's inside the Underbog for reputation, I believe, with the Sprogar, and that one actually holds a nice little battle pet from there. So yeah, you can trade that in for glow caps and then sell that on the auction house as well. Along with that, I managed to get 139 motes of life, which equals in 13 primal life, which I'm pretty certain we're going to be able to sell for today. And that being said, if we jump in towards everything, this was more of a padding gold farm once again. Nothing really major standed out towards me when I was farming this up. So jumping through all this, I did manage to get one recipe, which is the Solid Star of Elune, which is currently on the region market average of 2,002 gold. For me, it's 130, but everyone, over the past few weeks, we have obviously discussed that my server is a lot lower in value because it's quite competitive with everything else. Overall, you can also get a hold of the Jaggle clams, which you can open up for additional meat and then sell those on the auction house, or just sell them flat on the auction house as well, and we can go from there with all of that. If we go in towards our lovely TSM right now, we can have a look at everything else. We currently have around about 610 auctions on the auction house, providing that we also have 1.5 million gold worth of value on this auction house. And if we go over towards the Underbog once again, we can search it through this, and by the end of my actual run, for me, it came to 24,398 gold. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. And if we can actually see that the items of note was this long staff, which on the region market average is going for 4,511 gold. We also have the Fen Claw foot wraps, which are going from my server is nearly 2,000 gold. However, the region market average is 2,464 gold. If we keep going down, we can find that the Partisan's Polearm is going for around about 1,011 gold on my server, or a region market average of 3,677 gold. And everything else is just a little bit more of a non sequitur. It's just a nice little padding gold farm is what I've managed to derive from this particular gold farm for the Underbog. So realistically, quite happy with that. Let's just jump in towards our mailbox for today. And we can see that we've made around about 3,092 gold. We sold 9 primal life, not bad, and we got a hold of the Journeyman's Vest and sold that for 1,425 gold, and I'm quite happy with that overall. So let's pull in all that gold. That brings us up to 205,070 gold, or 78 gold, and that is pretty much dealing out quite nicely. If we go in towards our dev sheet for everything with all of the data that we're actually bringing up, we've obviously completed vanilla, and with TBC we've managed to actually get a hold of the Underbog. So that means Steam Vaults, Slave Pens, Mechanar, the Blood Furnace, Alcatraz, and the 𝐆𝐀𝐿 crypts, which are needing to be done now for me in order for me to complete TBC and move on to Wrath of the Lich King. So that being said, I'm going to jump over and start farming up something else for today. I will probably just pick one at random and just keep going with all of that. Very simple, very easy gold farm for today. It really was that simple, and there was not really any gold items of note. So a nice little padding farm we found out. It's a little bit less than Sethic Halls. So Sethic Halls came up to around about 100k. So for 50k, this one, you could take your chances. You do have a chance of getting hold of the decent recipes. However, we'll just add that to the log for future reference for the Worth It beta, which is on the Patreon. And if you want this dev sheet, then it is located on the Discord, where anyone can grab a hold of. Other than that, I'm going to get back to farming. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.